Disobedient beer. Where's the top? Toward me. All right, excellent. Hey, it's Brain Muffin back with a beer review, and here we have the in-law edition. We're in parts unknown. No, we're in Virginia somewhere, on the way to Tennessee, hopefully soon, but we'll see. And I can't wait to be in Tennessee and do some beer reviews, get some stuff, probably in the Johnson City area. So I'll be looking for some craft beer suggestions in that area if anybody's got an idea. But I saw this, I was looking for some beers. Around here the beer selection is pretty bad considering how many breweries are downtown. It's amazing how much stuff is not in stores, and it's kind of weird. Stone is here locally. There's a Stone variety that's exclusive. I don't know if it's exclusively brewed here, but I saw this one instead. This one was not bottles, it was cans, and that's a little easier to deal with, but I really want to pick up that Stone variety pack, so maybe I'll do that next. Now this is going to be a little bit different. Normally I don't just show these. I'm going to try and do these one after another. I'm going to take breaks. I'm going to stop recording because this camera only goes for 20 minutes and I don't know when it stops. So this is the Flying Dog Variety Pack. Now, I don't remember if I've reviewed any Flying Dog. If I have, it's been a long time. So if any of these are repeats, I know I've had the Raging, but I don't remember it being an IPA. I thought the Raging Bee was a Belgian beer, but it's been a while. The other ones I don't think I've had. What's the other one? Snake Dog I think I have had. So this is all IPA. So we have the Snake Dog IPA, the Raging Bee IPA, the Truth Imperial IPA, and Hop Electric IPA. Now the tops of the cans are toward me, so I need to be careful. But it looks like they're in columns, which kind of sucks, but I'm going to dig one out. We'll do the first one, and then we'll get set up. But basically, I just want to do these. Now, I know some people in some of the places on Facebook complaining about people not finishing beers in a beer review. And to those people, I say, get over yourself. A lot of these I record, as you're going to see, quite a bit. Now, so this is 4 different beers, and it looks like Snake Dog is first, so it is on the same way on the label. And we'll put the variety pack right here. I don't know if it's in camera or not. I did not check. But, and as is our typical want, but although I usually do this before I start, and I might do that on the next one, but I wanted to have it unopened. Now, yes, I have had Snake Dog. So we'll see if I still agree with my assessment from however long ago that I gave it a 4 1/4. And, but yeah, my daughter visited, our daughter visited a couple weeks ago. I was kind of hoping to do some of these with her, but it just didn't work out. And since my good glassware is in a box somewhere, probably, I think it's still in storage in Ohio, we're just going to have to use what Grandma's got, and Grandma don't have any good beer glasses, so we're just going to have to make do. So it's a nice golden color. Yep, it's nice and hoppy. It's got kind of a, I would almost say I'm shouting like I'm in the old place, and I think this way there's acoustics are a little bit worse in here. It's bouncing around, so I need to be quiet. But anyway, it has got a kind of a, see, this is one of these things, I don't know if I'd call it an IPA. It's interesting that a lot of stuff's being called IPA that really isn't. And I would just call them pale ales. This is, I would just call a hoppy pale ale before the IPA craze got going. Because from an IPA standpoint, the coloring is not dark enough. There's not enough caramelization. The hoppiness is almost kind of dry. It's kind of a dry finish. And I know there's all kinds of IPAs, and I don't know if I want to call them all IPAs. It's not really telling me, and I'm not going to read the can. But, yeah, Snake Dog, Thirsty Dog has very interesting artwork, let me say that. And it has gotten him in trouble a few times. But no, this to me is just a very hoppy, pale, I wouldn't call it an IPA, but, who am I? It's got a nice bitterness. It finishes well. We're going to say Untapped at home. Now, I bought these at Publix, and that is a new place for me. Let's see. So how do I search? There's Kroger beer. It's got everything I've ever. Stone Brewed, because the last time I was checking stuff in from on here, I was actually at the Stone Brewery. We did go down to the Stone Brewery down on the river, and we had stuff. They weren't doing flights because they had some kind of event going on, so we did these 5-ounce pours. But the young lady and my daughter got along pretty well, so they may have not officially been 5-ounce pours. I don't know, but we had enough. It was good. Had some. I chose some. She chose some. We shared. It was awesome. But no, that's good. 4 1/4 I think is nice. So Publix of Mechanicsville I'll put in there. I'll check that into that, even though I've checked in Untapped at Home level 30 verified. You know, so and I'll do all 4 of them in the same location. But no, it's good. So what I like about it, it has this kind of this grassy dry finish that you basically, this would complement just about any meal. You could have spicy food. I don't know if I'd have anything sweet with it, like say a sweet and sour sauce, unless it was a little more sour than sweet. But you know, Korean food, kimchi, spicy German. You know, you could have German bratwurst or whatever with nice German mustard. You could have spaghetti meatballs if it wasn't too sweet. Corned beef and cabbage. You could have, I mean, basically snails, escargot. This is a nice, all-round, good with just about anything beer. Now this is a kind of beer that, you know, if you're gonna, this is, I don't know if it says the alcohol on here. It's not a Session IPA. It's not 7.1%, so it's not a session beer, and that you're gonna have 7 of them. But if you had one of these, let's say you ordered one of these before your meal, you don't know if you want the steak or the chicken or the lobster or whatever, I don't know, whatever price range you're in, or the hot dogs with, just don't drink them. You know, if the sriracha ketchup on hot dogs wouldn't be bad, a little bit of cheddar cheese on top, shredded cheddar cheese. You could have one of these and then have one kind of mid-meal as a second one. But it's not like your 3.5–4% session pails. But so technically for me, I mean, yeah, it's a little bit more deep golden than a pale, but to me this is just a pale, but that's what the PA stands in IPA. The Indian pale ales tend to be higher in alcohol and a little bit more, well, I guess when you first make them, they're not really that robust. It's supposed to be when it goes to India from England, it gets a little bit deeper color, so it has a bit more caramelization. So if you make it for the end product as opposed to the shipping product, I guess that would be fine. But no, I like it. It's 4 1/4 for me. Have you tried the, what am we doing? Top Dog? No, Snake Dog. We'll probably be sloshed by the end of this. But let me know. You think 4 1/4 is great? You think I'll too persnickety on my, it's not an IPA, it's really a pale kind of thing. That's kind of a, I mean, I haven't brewed a lot of beer in the last several years. Just even pre-COVID, just a lot of people, we weren't getting together as much, and there was so much variety, I couldn't get rid of the beer. Some of it was going bad on me, and so I cut back on how much I've been brewing, probably since about 2016, 2017, somewhere in there. But and several home brewers I know they all quit because there's just too much variety. There's too much, and we all got older. We're all over 50 now, so it's like, you know, we can't pop back like we used to when we were in our 30s. But anyway, so let me know in the comments below. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you. Goodbye. I checked in.